Jonathan Agoff here for Pro Boxing Fans. I'm joined by Eddie Hearn, Joshua Usyk Fight Week. Let me just say, Eddie Hearn has done literally every single interview, and we're here at about 9 o'clock. Eddie, it's a big fight field.
Yeah, it really is. And today was a little bit weird because of COVID, we decided no fans for the open workout. There will be probably 5,000 for the weigh-in on Friday at the O2. Big fight field, tough fight, great fight, and a few days away now.
I feel like when the whole arbitration meant that the Joshua Fury fight couldn't happen, there was huge disappointment naturally, but as the weeks have been building on, the anticipation for this fight seems to have skyrocketed. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, I have, because I just think people realise what a great fight is. You know, unified heavyweight world champion, undisputed cruiserweight world champion, 2 London 2012 Olympic gold medalists, 2 pound-for-pound quality fighters. Just a thrilling heavyweight fight, and probably the hardest of AJ's career so far.
Eddie, big news earlier today, Anthony Joshua committing his entire future to Matchroom 1 week after Conor Benn extended his deal. Can you just talk me through both?
Yeah, I mean, firstly with Conor, obviously at different stages in their career, we've done a great job with Conor. He's really grown into a huge star. You know, the numbers that he's delivering so far, brilliant, so exciting to watch, and we've got a plan for him to become world champion. And it's good to have a plan for a fighter. You know, some fighters like to go fight by fight. Trust me, it's better to have a longer term deal with us, so you're on our mind for the future, and we can plan that future for you. So that was a big deal for Conor. Today obviously was a game changer for the Matchroom business. I always knew that AJ would be with us for his career, but it's great to actually cement it in black and white and to get that out in the public domain. He's been extremely loyal. We've done a tremendous job for him. We need to win on Saturday so badly for so many different reasons, but it's just a great thing for him to pledge his career to Matchroom. We've done a great job for him. He's been a trailblazer for British boxing, and it's been 8 brilliant years so far, and long may it continue.
What would you say your proudest moment with him over the 8 years, and what's been the toughest?
Well, the toughest is of course the Ruiz defeat, and probably the proudest is the Ruiz victory, to be honest with you. I mean, Klitschko was great, but you know, to win that fight with Ruiz when there was so much pressure on the line, when it was absolute win or bust, I was very proud of him, always proud of him. You know, I know it sounds cheesy, but he's a big part of our family. You know, he's a big part of our business. We love him. He's a stand-up guy. He's a great individual, and every time he fights, we're desperate to see him win. Can
you clarify anything with his broadcast deal? Obviously, you've got an exclusive deal with DAZN. Does that mean that he's on DAZN, or is that separate?
No, AJ's separate to our broadcast deal with DAZN. Obviously, he's a free agent following the Usyk fight. What a great position to be in, especially if he wins the fight. And he's had a great relationship with Sky. They've been a great broadcaster for him. Those talks will definitely continue. DAZN are going to be extremely aggressive to try and secure the services of Anthony Joshua, as are probably 2 or 3 other broadcasters as well. So he's in a really strong position. We won't make that decision ourselves. It'll be a decision that's made with 258 and Anthony, of course. He'll make the final decision. But we will look at all the offers and options and make sure that the right decision is made for his career. It's got nothing to do with me or Matchroom or what benefits us. It's an individual project and what benefits AJ. So it's a great opportunity for him, a great time, and it'll be interesting to see how it plays out.
He's achieved so much in his career already. How long do you see this contract going to the end of his career? How long is that end?
I think as long as he's happy. You know, I think anywhere between 4 and 6 years. I don't know. You know, he's fighting twice a year at the moment. I'd like to see him box a little bit more frequently, but maybe another 10 fights. You know, the key obviously is Saturday, and then probably the 2 undisputed fights as well, and then I'm sure he'll want to take care of some more business after that. So, you know, normally a promotional deal could be 3-4 years, but you know, looking at the length of his career, we decided let's just do 1 more, and that was signed today.
I mean, as his job, he's not looking ahead past this fight. I'm sure you're not as promoter either, but your job on Sunday will be to look to that next fight. Do you see anything standing in the way of an undisputed fight against either Wilder or Fury?
Yeah, them taking it. That's the only thing that stands in the way. You know, we've been more than willing on every occasion to make the undisputed fight, and I just hope that whoever wins that fight on October 9th is ready and willing to do what they should do, which is put everything on the line in the undisputed fight.
Just a couple more, Ed, because I know you want to go. Yeah. So, Dillian Whyte, Otto Wallin. I spoke to Otto Wallin yesterday. He is extremely confident of pulling this off. Is this a harder fight than Areola, Franklin, and why did this fight happen, not them?
Much harder fight than those two, and I was quite shocked when Dillian Whyte accepted the fight, because originally we were going to fight an American and we were going to fight Franklin. Then we were going to fight Areola, because I felt like that was a bigger name for London. He went missing, and Otto Wallin came out of nowhere, and I know that Otto Wallin's been looking for that big fight since the Fury fight. He beat Kaufman, he beat Brazil, and with like less than 7 weeks to go, Dillian went, and luckily there was a lot of southpaw sparring coming off the back of AJ. Get that out to Portugal, but this is a really, really tough fight, and we had a big pre-sale today, general sales tomorrow on Wednesday. It's a big fight, tough fight, big banana skin, and fair play to Dillian Whyte.
Just want to get your reaction to last night, WBC ordering Jo Jo Diaz to fight Ryan Garcia. Both have won final eliminators to face Devin Haney, so what is the situation with Devin?
I mean, have you ever known anything more farcical, where two guys that win final eliminators to fight Devin Haney actually get ordered to fight each other? I mean, firstly, Golden Boy, when Ryan Garcia beat Luke Campbell, Golden Boy asked the WBC, don't order the fight with Devin Haney, please. So they didn't, and they ordered the Javier Fortuna fight. Ryan Garcia pulled out, Jo Jo Diaz fought Javier Fortuna, and then Golden Boy said to the WBC, don't order the Jo Jo Diaz-Devin Haney fight. So they ordered Jo Jo Diaz against Ryan Garcia. What a load of rubbish. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I feel for Devin Haney because he's sitting there waiting to take all the big fights. So we hope Jo Jo Diaz. No, Jo Jo Diaz put on an Instagram story the other day going, oh, Eddie Hearn talk shit. What am I talking shit for? You're the mandatory for Devin Haney. And he turns around and says, well, why didn't the champion ask to order it? Well, I've never known a champion ask the governing body to order the mandatory challenger. The mandatory challenger all he should want is to fight the champion. You've just won a final eliminator. So Jo Jo Diaz, Ryan Garcia is not fighting you this year, right? So what are you going to do? You're going to take what, a warm-up fight or something? Fight Devin Haney. He won't fight Devin Haney because he knows he'll get beat. That's why. So it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. What's the point in having a final eliminator if you're not going to order that against a champion? And then two guys duck Devin Haney, and then you make them fight each other. It's a duck-off.
So what does he do from here?
Well, he has to fight. We're trying to find a big fight for him. But it's so frustrating when the guys, Ryan Garcia against Devin Haney, amazing fight. Jo Jo Diaz against Devin Haney, amazing fight. But Golden Boy won't let Jo Jo Diaz fight Devin Haney because they know he'll get beat. And Jo Jo Diaz won't fight Devin Haney because he knows he'll get beat. If not, prove me wrong. He won't do it.
Is there any conversations you've had since with the WBC about this situation?
I didn't know they'd ordered the fight. I wrote to Maurizio last night and he said, oh, we've ordered Ryan Garcia against Jo Jo Diaz. But by the way, we're more than happy for Devin Haney to fight Jo Jo Diaz. So no excuses. Don't turn around and say, oh, we can't do that fight now because the WBC have ordered this. They've put it in writing. They're happy for Jo Jo Diaz to fight Devin Haney. Make the fight.
And just two updates, Demetrius Andrade. Who are you looking at the front runner? You mentioned Luke Keelan, Felix Cash a couple of weeks ago. Is there a front runner?
Yeah, Jason Quigley and Felix Cash. Yeah. I think Quigley might get the fight. Decent name in America. It's a good fight for the East Coast. I'd like to give him the opportunity. Again, none of the big names forthcoming to fight Demetrius Andrade. He needs to fight November 20, potentially in Boston or Providence. I think Quigley might get it.
And finally, Adrien Broner put something on his Instagram about DAZN, and I'm not sure exactly what he said.
I saw it. I couldn't really make out what was made. I've made Adrien Broner 2 offers now to fight Conor Benn. Both have been rejected. We'll see if we can find the money.
Eddie Hearn, really appreciate your time.